Hey, welcome to From the Mind of Mdot. Today we have a special guest, Misha. Thank
Hello.
you for coming, Misha.
Thanks for having me.
So, tell us about your journey.
So, back in 2015, I was told that I am type 2 diabetic. My A1C was 13.7, and I don't remember what my blood sugar was. Um, they put me on metformin. That didn't work. So, they tried another medicine called glipticide, which also didn't work. So, then they switched me back to metformin, and I was taking about 2,000 milligrams a day. Um, my brother told me to stop taking it because it would mess with my kidneys. I didn't know about the other, like your stomach and anything like that, but definitely
Yeah,
my kidneys.
metformin messes with a lot of people's stomach. They have digestion problems and constipation and things like that.
Okay, so then they decided to put me on insulin, which was Novolog, Humalog, Lantus, and then they decided to add, what is this drug? Because I just said it, Trulicity, which the doses that they gave me when I went to put the medicine in, it was burning. Like, it would burn. I told them about it. They tried to lower the dosage, but they wound up switching me to Ozempic, which it worked better. But it still didn't do the job. They was lowering my dosage, more more dosage for when I eat. Morning time would be one level, eating for lunch would be a different level, dinner would be a different level, and then of course the Lances at night. But none of it was working.
Wow.
Yeah. They also was making me eat more than 3 times a day. They would tell you to portion your meals, make small portions. If you wanted to use like a salsa plate, which is the smaller plates, to portion it. And you just eat more times a day, and it just wasn't working for me.
None of it worked.
None of it.
Okay. Not unheard of. A lot of times they give you more insulin, so they say you need more insulin, and they give you more insulin instead of dealing with the root cause of what's going on. So, did you see a nutritionalist, or did they talk to you about foods?
I did see a nutritionist. She pulled out a paper that had a plate on it, with what should be on your plate: the grains, the fruits, the protein, whatever else on there. That's what I should be eating every day. They didn't really go into detail about it, but I shouldn't be eating corn, potatoes, any type of starchy foods, or anything that can break down into sugar. I shouldn't be eating, but if I do, just not a lot of it. So,
So I was diagnosed, and I was a 13.4. So I had been through this with my grandmother and my mother, and then the love of my life, my 11-year-old son, was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. So I was kind of prepared for it. So I had done enough research with him that when it hit me, I just rolled up my sleeves and got busy. I had said before I stick myself, because I have a problem with like sticking myself. And I said before I stick myself every day, I will eat lettuce and drink water. I'll be a rabbit. So that kind of started my journey. And now I fast. I eat it like every 14 hours. And I stick with whole food groups like meat, vegetables, and salad. This morning I had a Western omelet with cheese. I added sausage, and I had green beans and tomato slices. So every time I eat, because your body needs fiber, and actually fiber also helps with your diabetes. So I guess the biggest issue here is they've given us a lot of information that probably wasn't the best for us.
okay.
So, a lot of times they say eat 3 meals a day and this, and really your body doesn't have to. Especially if you're like grossly overweight, not making any jokes, you could probably go some days without eating as much as you normally eat, right? So now the new thing is type 2 diabetes is reversible. So I started the channel and I was looking for someone who was suffering with type 2 diabetes. I put it on my Facebook and Misha commented. So I've known Misha for years. So when she commented, I said, okay, Misha, well, who do you have? And she said it was her.
Yeah.
I never knew this before. So what we're going to do today is we're going to get you started with a program. Type 2 diabetes can definitely be reversed. And I've already shown her, and she already knew that.
Yeah.
She had heard that before. But there are a bunch of resources that you can go to, and they're going to tell you the Reverse Type 2 Diabetes group on Facebook, and they reverse theirs with just eating. I did mine with diet and exercise.
Right.
So we looked at that earlier, and I'm going to put some of the other resources up on the video so everybody can see it. So today we're going to gift her. We're going to get her started. We got some gifts for her. Again, she already took her A1C and she already took her blood sugar, and we're going to put her on a program today and get her started.
Okay.
And then 3 months from now, we're going to check in on you and do another video and see how you're doing.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
All right.
Okay, we're back, and now is the time to give gifts to Misha. So we're going to be with you throughout your journey. And the first gift, of course, is my book that chronicles my journey and how I reversed type 2 diabetes. Then we got your journal here, so you can put when you exercise and when you eat. And the journal's kind of cool because it lights up and it's like a ice cream cone.
Then I'm supposed to have.
Yeah, that you're not supposed to have. And then we have these treats. These are Atkins. Let's see if we can focus in on them so they can see it. And the Atkins treats are 2 grams of net carbs and 1 gram of sugar. So you really they're not going to spike your blood sugars and things like that, as long as you don't eat too many in one setting, because I'm guilty of that. Right. These are to die for. And then we also have, these are actually a meal. So, and I'm going to tell you, sometimes it's hard for me to do 14 hours. I mean, a lot of times I'm okay, and sometimes I'm not. And so I will eat one of these. It's 3 grams of net carbs, 1 gram of sugar, and 11 grams of fiber. And speaking of fiber, the average American needs fiber. So a lot of times you hear me say when I eat, I have leafy green vegetables, green beans and spinach and things like that. I do that all the time. We're also going to give her a glucose monitor. This happens to be a Libre from Abbott's. It's Libre 3 glucose monitor, so she can see exactly what her sugar is and what the food is doing to her sugar. Along with that, we're going to give her the covers for the monitor. These seem like the best ones that I've used, and I'm a really active person. And so what we're going to do now is we're just going to support you and follow you through your journey, and then 3 months from now, we will come back and do another video and see where you are. Okay. So for you out there, please subscribe, like, and share the video, and get the information out that type 2 diabetes is reversible. See you on the next video.